When you're in your 20s, like me, summer usually means one thing. Wedding season!
Loren!
By the time this video is uploaded, one of my dearest friends is going to be married. And she asked me to be one of her bridesmaids, which is a great honor. But this whole weekend I'm super busy. I have a bachelorette party to go to, a dinner rehearsal, and then the wedding itself, so I'm pretty much booked solid for the next 3 days. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy for her. I'm thrilled for her, in fact. And I'm not jealous that she's getting married. I'm only jealous that they're going to Wizarding World of Harry Potter for their honeymoon, and apparently three's a crowd. But I digress. All this excitement for the wedding has got me thinking. In the film 500 Days of Summer, there's a scene that's always resonated with me. The main character Tom is going to a party that Summer, the love interest, is hosting. And he hopes that his expectations are finally going to line up with his reality. And I've always felt this whenever any major event or vacation is coming up. I really get intoxicated by the promise of the evening.
Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great.
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more.
Apparently I get in a very musical theater mood when an event comes up. Especially at weddings. One of the things that I love to do at weddings is dance, and so any opportunity that I have to dance, and maybe even dance with a special guy. I really put more thought into my appearance. I really get dolled up. I put more makeup on. I wear my best clothes. I want to meet new people, and I want to make the best first impression that I can make. And when it comes to these events where I have the potential of possibly meeting somebody, I think it's going to be like this. Wow, we have so much in common. I'm so glad I got to know you. Yeah, I know. I've honestly never met anybody like you before. Can I say something crazy? I love crazy. I think we might be soulmates. When usually it's like this. But I find that I even have expectations for my day-to-day life. And often I don't even live up to those expectations. Finally, a day off from work. I have all this free time on my hands. The world is my oyster. I'm going to go on adventures and do things I've never done and see things I've never seen. I'm going to accomplish so much today. I might even write a song or two. Nothing is going to stand in my way. But unfortunately, I've often found that my expectations are sometimes so high that I just end up with major disappointment. And it's exponentially more disappointment because I didn't even keep my expectations in check. And this probably sounds pessimistic to you, to keep your expectations into check and to sort of not dream about how great the night could be, the event could be. But I found that a glass half empty idea on life sometimes isn't the worst thing. Sometimes that's called being a realist. For example, I volunteer with middle school students, and last week we went to Cedar Point, and I was super excited to go on all these rides. You know, some of these kids have never been on a roller coaster before, and I actually posted a video about my first experience with roller coasters. I want to be that person that introduces them to them and to sort of say that they can do it and to encourage them. And that happened for one girl. I was able to encourage her onto the roller coasters with the help of my sister, and it was a great day for her. But on the flip side, I was with middle school students. So my day was like wrangling cats who had to have a bathroom break at least every 15 minutes or so. And of course I'm exaggerating about that, but it was definitely not the picture-perfect day that it could have been. And that's part of the problem, is that I expect things to be perfect. And I'm a dreamer and a planner, and so I like to have everything down and to have an idea of what's going to be coming ahead, and sometimes I can miss out on great opportunities because we have to stick to the plan. We have to go with the plan. And that's what I really think it comes down to, is that I have a tendency to try and overplan and outguess the future. But that also means that I don't live in the moment and I don't enjoy it for what it is. it could have been a fantastic event, but because of my expectations being so high, I don't recognize it for the goodness that it has. So what do you do? What do you do whenever you have these really high expectations? You just go almost with no expectations whatsoever into an event like this, and you just let things happen. And you have to try not to let things bother you when they don't work out. And so what if I don't meet anybody? It's not like I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. So that's my plan. I'm going to go and I'm just going to enjoy the time that I have with my friend who's about to start her marriage, which is a huge deal. And so what if I'm dancing by myself? I know I'm going to still have fun.
Oh, 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 dancing with myself.